Hey fellow K-popers, it's K-pop Pigeon back with a sizzling new video. Today we're going into the lives of the idols, specifically their pre-debut lives. As we all know, becoming an idol takes a lot of hard work and grit, and fans always appreciate their idols even more after knowing the hardship they went through to get the coveted debut. On top of grueling vocal lessons and dance practices, and the stress of wondering if they would even debut, some trainees had to work part-time jobs just to survive. And you wouldn't believe which idols is one of them. But before we dig in, y'all know the drill. Like this video and subscribe to our channel for more hot K-pop content. And now, let's go down the K-pop memory lane with our favorite idols. Twice's Jeongyeon. Yes, a member from one of K-pop best-selling groups had a part-time job that she cherishes to this day. On the 45th episode of JTBC's Carefree Travellers, Chaeyoung alongside Jihyo and Chaeyoung were asked about the hardship of their pre-debut days. Jeongyeon shared that she worked at a bakery, and the other members chimed in that she was really good at what she did. Aww, pastry chef Jeongyeon? Consider us in love. Jeongyeon shared that as a trainee, she was told she wasn't skinny enough and had to lose weight, but she just went to work at the bakery instead. The vocalist seemed to really love the job and actually considered dropping out of JYPE to work full-time at the bakery, as she was really happy then. We're sure that Wance's hope that Jeongyeon is just as happy, if not more, as Twice's beloved vocalist today. NCT's Chaeyoung. When fans talk about pre-debut Chaeyoung, they always mention his weird scouting story, which involves Chaeyoung getting bribed with toast by SM. But did you know NCT's all-rounder leader also had a couple part-time jobs before debuting as the dancing and rapping machine we all know today? During NCT 127's red carpet interview at the 2018 MAAs, when asked if he's ever been fired from a job, Chaeyoung earnestly answered with a straightforward yes. Of course, this left the fans wondering what kind of job would fire Chaeyoung. The mystery was solved when a fan asked Chaeyoung about it, and he clarified that he in fact was never fired. Instead, Chaeyoung said that he worked for a short period of time as a model and as a dishwasher. Of course, the handsome Chaeyoung wouldn't be fired from a modeling job, and as NCT's neatest member, he definitely wouldn't be fired as a dishwasher too. Literally, all of winner. In a Japanese interview a few years back, the members revealed that all of them have had part-time jobs before debuting. And from the way they talked about it, the guys sure sound like part-time pros. Ex-member Taehyun was a dishwasher, while Seungwoo had a unique job as a billiards instructor. He even hinted that he thought of becoming a pro billiards player. Wow. Can you imagine the loss the K-pop world would have? Minho and Hoon distributed flyers, and Hoon shared that job let him flirt with girls and actually shaped his personality today. So we guess inner circles have that to thank for Hoon's flirtatious behavior. Still, the guys all agreed that Jinwoo is the part-time legend in the group. He was such a good-looking delivery rider that girls from outside his area requested him to deliver to them chicken, pizza, and a side dish of Jinwoo. Yes, please! BTS Suga. Suga's hard life pre-debut is one of the most well-known stories in K-pop, so you know we had to include it. As we all know, the shoulder injury he sustained and eventually had to undergo surgery for was a result of an accident the rapper endured as a food delivery rider. Suga shared that he had to juggle the job as a trainee because his family didn't provide him with support, as they disagreed with his dream to become a musician. Even with a part-time job, he always had to choose between buying bus tickets or buying food, even when they only cost a couple thousands won. On top of that, even before training with Big Hit, Suga also sold beats that he composed to make extra cash, only to get scammed and lied to. Now, Suga's shoulder has improved and he's an award-winning multi-millionaire musician, so boo-hoo, haters! The Boys is new. The main vocalist from The Boys has quite the part-time job experience throughout his pre-debut years. In The Boys' Flower Snack series, where the guys had to run a snack bar by themselves, New wowed the audience with his professional restaurant skills. He then revealed that he had countless experiences working part-time jobs, particularly in restaurants such as grill diners and fish restaurants. It makes so much sense that he has the backbone of Flower Snack, and some of the B's even hilariously compared him to Gordon Ramsay. What was all these part-time jobs for? Well, it was of course to help New reach his dream of becoming an idol, particularly to pay his fees to attend an idol academy. Let's just say that if New's sweet vocals greeted us at a restaurant, we'd think we're at the gates of heaven. Stray Kids, Lee No. The dancer from Stray Kids has a unique skill that came from his part-time years. Lee No is known among Stray Kids as the member with the 4D personality, so it's on brand that he once said he has the ability to communicate with meat? How does anyone achieve such skills? Well, according to Lee No, that it was thanks to his time working in a barbecue restaurant. He also knows all the good restaurants and everything about food, all because of his part-time job. No, but on a serious note, Lee No shared that he did part-time jobs because it was rewarding. On top of working at a barbecue place, he also distributed flyers and used the money he made to pay for his own transport fare and even cram school tuition. How independent is that? a.c.e's Jonghyun. a.c.e's main vocalist gets a lot of love from choices because of how relatable he is. One of the reasons why fans think so is because of the several part-time jobs he undertook before he officially made his debut with a.c.e. In an intimate V-Live session, Jonghyun shared that he started out as a convenience store clerk, where he had a hard time with rude customers. He also worked in a PC room and several restaurants. Interestingly, Jonghyun also had jobs where he used his knowledge as a student of practical music. He was a backup singer on Immortal Songs, and if you guys keep an eye out on older episodes, maybe you can spot him. Jonghyun had his exposure after participating in Superstar K, but unfortunately he didn't receive any calls from agencies and had to work tirelessly as a vocal teacher in a middle school 2 hours away from his home. Thankfully, after years of hard work, he was contacted by Beat and finally secured his debut. Kim Seungwoo. A lot of people would know Seungwoo as a former member of Infinite, but did you know how he was scouted to be a part of the group? Well, Seungwoo worked multiple part-time jobs when he came to Seoul from his hometown of Jeonju at only 20 years old. He worked in bakeries, restaurants, and cafes, and at one of those cafes he had a miraculous interaction with a customer. The customer was a manager for one of the groups at Woollim Entertainment, Nell, and he asked Seungwoo to audition for the company. Talk about chance meetings. Pentagon's Shinwon. Shinwon also had several part-time job experiences in his pre-debut years, with one job that actually had him work closely with EXO. Curious? Well, Shinwon came to Seoul all by himself and naturally had to work several jobs while trying to achieve his dream to become an idol. Other members titled him as the most experienced one because he's worked in restaurants, cafes, even hair salons. One of those cafes is actually EXO's BWCW pop-up cafe way back in 2015. Even then, Shinwon caught the attention of EXO-LS, who attended and even got a Polaroid with Jeongyeon. When K netizens found out who he was, they posted comments that they regretted not asking for his number. Ugh, we feel that. Oh my girl's Hyojung. Hyojung definitely deserves applause for the hard work she put in ever since she was a young girl in middle school. The leader of Oh My Girl shared that she started to work at a young age after her father's passing because she felt bad for her mother working by herself. Chaeyoung distributed flyers, worked in a daycare center, restaurants, and even considered digging ginseng to contribute to her family's livelihood. It's clear that her members and miracles love her for her heart of gold. Her experiences has shaped her to become someone who's very meticulous and overall contributed to the idol loved by so many today. Did we miss any of your favorite idols who had to work part-time? If so, share your idols' underdog pre-debut stories in the comments below. Anyway, we hope you guys can see just how difficult it was for your idols to make it in the K-pop industry. So let's continue to support them wholeheartedly. This is K-pop Pigeon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till we meet again. Take care.